over here at Haltian, over the years, we've seen the trajectory of the IoT business continuously growing in organizations implementing IoT solutions in various parts of their operations. And oftentimes, these organizations, they need multiple IoT vendors for each specific project that they have. And in result, they have a lot of IoT solutions that don't communicate with each other. Is this what you're seeing as well? Is this how you're seeing the IoT business transition?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's super good question. I mean that it has been still the baby steps in a many
Mhm.
ways. So companies have been solving a one use case at a time. And what has been coming up is that in let's say smart building is a great example. You have a lots of silos. There is a
Mhm.
one lighting. There is a one occupancy. There is something which is providing the air quality. And of course that's a one way of looking that you kind of independently took the different vendors on the each and every use case. Then you do the kind of cloud integration, or you do some server integration of the data. Then you do the dashboards. But of course, the more you scale, it really makes sense to also consider that the way you can combine the local connectivity as well. And this is where you have been really one of the driver seats in IoT. uh, you've been able to combining a lots of different use cases in the same network, which is
Mhm.
making that more enriched, more reliable, more scalable. In the other hand, you don't need to build everything by yourself, because
Yeah.
as a solution provider, you can also utilize the components that comes from some other vendor. And if you think about then a bit the stacking in a wireless, so first you have a hardware layer, then there's a protocol layer where we operate. So when this protocol is coming from the one company, you don't have any interoperability issues. The
Mhm.
devices connecting and performing as well. So you
Yeah.
meet the same low power and the latency requirement that is given. And then in the application layer, of course, I've been seeing that there has been a standards earlier, but still some companies want to build the lock-in cases. That's always a possible. You still can end-to-end to build the lock-in. But luckily, in most of the customers in the Wirepas ecosystem, they see it differently. So you want to actually expose and see that the more and more companies can joining and opening the APIs, which I think that's the healthy and the future-proof way of working.
Yeah, that's actually well, what we're planning on doing. We're planning on opening up our own Wirepas based ecosystem, an IoT solution for partner vendors to be able to integrate their sensors into that because we see that the future requirements for IoT, they must have the capability to scale massively. And IoT solutions, they will include an immense number of data points like devices, things, and machines which will need to be connected, like you said earlier, reliably and safely. And with Wirepass as our partners, they're like the best solution to have because, whenever you get into those thousands, like you had mentioned earlier, this is where Wirepass works the best. And a lot of that data is going to need to travel safely through the technology layers to the customer for analysis.